Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. We are at Park and C, and we're just gonna cross over, and now we get a bike lane. There's no bike lane behind us, but we get a bike lane over here. So this is going by City College, and it's a really nice bike lane that becomes a multi-directional bike lane, which is a little weird because I don't know what people going the other way are supposed to do back there where it makes a transition, but it's okay. We have cars parked and blocking us, creating a hard barrier in some places, and then it goes away and we get just paint. But again, downtown, I mentioned this in the video that was posted just before this one, when you're downtown, things move kind of slow. Like, driving downtown is not necessarily faster than riding a bicycle at all. So it's kind of nice. We make it through here, and it kind of just keeps going, which is nice. As a matter of fact, this is going to keep going all the way to our new bike lane going up Pershing. And so just going to make it under this bridge here. This bridge is always a bit stinky and trashed under here. I'm glad that there are cars driving through right now and drivers, because it helps me see the lane a bit. It wouldn't be so horrible to have a little bit of lighting down there to help make that lane more visible. But we get on over here, and there's this buffered lane, which is good because on this block somebody was killed a while back, and it was a hit and run of a homeless man, and that's really horrible. We approach this intersection where these other two folks on bikes are coming by, and see how it cuts diagonally across the way? Like, that's some good marking. It's going to put us into a totally protected lane. The bike green light just came on, which is good. There's not another driver around for at least a block in every direction anyway. And we end up over here in this very peaceful place. The last time I posted a video of this, I was on foot because I had gotten off of the Amtrak after the last bus ran, and I'm too stubborn to use a rideshare company, so just decided to hoof it, and I just walked over here. Now we're on the bike, and this project's also done. When I did the walk, the project was not yet finished. I think we were able to walk until we got a little further up here, and then it was still under construction. I had to detour off and walk on that barrier to the left for a minute, but that's okay. Now it's all finished and it's complete, and this is really beautiful. As we make our way to the interchange at Florida and 26th, I want to point out, you saw a couple of other people riding bikes. That's what happens when you build infrastructure. When you build infrastructure, people feel safe using it, and ridership increases, and people get out of their cars more. When there's a bike lane, there might be less room on a road for people to drive cars, but there are less people driving cars. So, as I said in the video I posted yesterday, I took the trolley and the bicycle here, and other folks that I was working with were complaining about the parking downtown. And when you ride a bike, you don't have to worry about parking. And I ride my bike to the ballpark downtown during baseball season. I ride my bicycle to just about anything that happens down there. Comic-Con, when that's going on, all kinds of stuff. It's really just so much easier than having to find parking, and also cheaper. You can lock up to a bike rack for nothing, but you could take a bus for $2.50, or you could take your bicycle for the cost of the lock. And if you know how to lock up your bike, maybe take the front wheel off and lash it to the frame. It's usually pretty safe, especially if you're riding a beater bike that you got for free in the neighborhood, like I am right now. This is a good intersection. I was wondering how long it would take because there's no button for me to push. And I only wait for a moment when the cycle light turns on, so they must have sensors there, and that's useful to know. And then we get on to the Pershing bike lane proper, which will take us all the way up to the North Park area and Upis, or I actually turn off at Redwood. It's nice to have options. It's pleasant to have options and peaceful, and lets people get where they need to go more efficiently. I'll cut it here. We're going through the golf course is on our right, and all this traffic is moving very smoothly to the left, both up and down the hill. And we are going to enjoy the night air and not worry about getting hit from behind or somebody veering into us. And we're going to drive less and ride a bike. Thanks for coming along.